Very, very sad story coming out of California, because America is not only an increasingly hostile place for members of the LGBTQ community, but for allies of the LGBTQ community as well. Because a clothing store owner was shot and killed in front of her shop for simply displaying a pride flag. Let's get into the details of this truly horrific story from ABC News. Laura Ann Carleton, a married mother of 9 children, was killed Friday outside her clothing store in Cedar Glen, an unincorporated San Bernardino County community on the shores of Lake Arrowhead, according to a statement from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office. Through further investigation, detectives learned the suspect made several disparaging remarks about a rainbow flag that stood outside the store before shooting Carleton, according to the sheriff's office statement. Now, the shooter then fled on foot until the police caught up with him. There was a confrontation and he was shot and killed by the police. So there won't ever be a trial or any real form of justice for this. We have a picture of Carleton. I want to put it up on the screen. I also want to take a minute to read a statement that I think speaks volumes about Carleton's character from the Lake Arrowhead LGBTQ community. It says, "Today was a very sad day for Lake Arrowhead and for the LGBTQ community. Our friend and supporter, Lori Carleton, was murdered defending her LGBTQ plus pride flags in front of her store in Cedar Glen, California," the group wrote in a statement. Lori did not identify as LGBTQ plus, but spent her time helping and advocating for everyone in the community. She will be truly missed. And it's stories like this that make me so, so angry that homophobes, and right-wing anti-LGBTQ activists will have the framing of the issue as though they're being persecuted, that their religious freedom is being encroached on by gay people simply existing. But that's very much not the case, because those homophobes will take guns, they'll go to gay nightclubs, they'll go to gay bars, and they'll shoot everybody that they see, and they'll kill people for simply supporting gay people. She wasn't even a member of the community, just an ally and a supporter. And yet those homophobes will have you believe that they're being persecuted. Gay people are getting hate crimed, killed in the street. Supporters of the gay community are getting killed in the street, but they want you to believe that they're the real victims. It is despicable, Jessica.
Yeah, despicable comparison as well, to think that, I don't know, there's just a typical social relationship of someone who is very outwardly a lover of Jesus Christ, right? There is some sentiment where it's like, that's a little bit cringe. That's a normal social relationship. For someone to say, your way of life isn't for me, I don't like it too much. It is extreme to say, you're pushing your way of life on me because I have to see it, and therefore I'm going to commit an act of violence against you, because they're upset that some people think it's cringe to be obsessed with Christianity. That is just normal social relationships, to say you have your way of life and I have mine. But to make it something that is so deeply political and then personal, and then something worth committing an act of violence over, is ridiculous. And it's not something that's new, but it's something that has changed very recently over time. Pride used to be the type of parade where you're like, I'm proud to be gay. I'm proud to love women and love who I love. It's called pride. We had Pride in Charlotte this past weekend, and there were so many people that were wearing shirts that just said, do you, kiss whoever you want. Who you love is your business. It's basically just asking for permission to exist. So this went from an event that was like, I'm so proud to be gay, that now, because of the current political and social conditions, it's just, please let me be who I am, asking for permission. That is so sad. I don't want to be hurt just because I exist. And now people are getting hurt because they support other people's existence. We have to realize that we have let cultural issues get so politicized in the direction where someone can fly a Nazi flag and they're the subject of less controversy and violence than someone who flies a pride flag outside of their business. That's a sad state of affairs for our country.
Exactly. And, we absolutely do not have to tolerate the intolerant, because tolerating, these fascistic opinions on particularly LGBTQ community minorities, allows for this type of behavior. They don't want to tolerate us. They don't even want to allow us to exist. So there is in no way, shape, or form any reason to tolerate them.